All right, OTT, we are back. What's up? Harry Haviland alongside Shooter McGowan. We are live with you in Boulder, Colorado at the Sports Stable. One of the most beautiful facilities, I'd say, if you want to count in the basketball courts, the gym, the physio studios, the 2 rinks, the practice pad, and the fact that it's only 12 minutes from my house. I am all for it. We're taking on the Boulder Hockey Club. The Rough Riders are their AAA team. These guys are just the Boulder Hockey Club. We played them twice, I think, so far this season. Won both. The last one not so handily as the first, Shooter. Our kids just came back from Minnesota. A big 6-0 win that we couldn't broadcast in Monument on Thursday night. But are they ready for this one?
I think without a doubt they're ready for it. I think they came back from Minnesota with a kind of newfound level of confidence. They played well in that tournament, all things considered. And the fact that we finished in 4th place really isn't representative of how well we played. And the team that ended up winning it was the team that we tied, and we hung in with them. So I feel really good about today's game. I feel really good about tomorrow's game. So it should be a good weekend.
I'm looking forward to getting back at it. Again, we apologize for the mix-up on Thursday. I got back Tuesday evening. I left microphones and connectors in my travel backpack because when we're traveling, I never leave this stuff in the suitcase. We need to make sure that we've got iPads, microphones, and everything ready for you fans across the globe. I just forgot to take them out when I charged the iPad up for the Thursday game.
You're entitled to one mistake a year, okay? So there's your one.
So you're saying I'm not allowed to make another mistake for the rest of the season? All right, that's easy enough.
Our fans can't take it. They were pretty disappointed.
There was actually a lot of people that were upset about that Thursday game. All settled in with their brandies in front of the fireplace.
Can you blame
OTT
them?
Up on the big screen, ready to go. Thursday evening hockey. I'm sorry. There's a Canadian thing if I've ever heard it. Also, if you haven't seen, but check up in the top corner, I think that's a Canadian thing. It might even be a BC thing. It might even be just a Castlegar thing that I grew up. First period action coming at you by Dixie Lee Chicken. Chicken and JoJo's, I mean, you don't even have a clue what I'm talking about.
I'm shaking my head.
The fish is dancing with the chicken. They must have had a fish sandwich too. I don't remember the fish sandwich because the chicken was so good. Dixie Lee bringing you Warriors hockey first period action up here in Boulder, Colorado. Gonna get Medeo, Foster, and Popovic out there to start there. Kolchevsky and Kannenberg on D. A lot in net. Prokop not even on the bench. I think he might be traveling this weekend. Kannenberg getting knocked down there. A rare occurrence as that one's turned around by Popovic. Back over to Kannenberg. Henry Kannenberg coming through center ice. Comes across the blue line, powering his way in. Shoots that one off the side of the net. Fires it around to the far side, kept in the blue line by Kolchevsky. Shoots one in, looking for the tip. Foster in front, now he's back behind the net. Devin Foster getting crunched up behind the boards. Popovic with him, kicking that one over to the side. Medeo's trying to find a way to get it back into the corner for Foster. Devin Foster loses that one just inside the blue line, and here come Boulder out the other side. Boulder hammering that one in deep, and as we're 40 seconds into this first period, both teams are making changes. Kannenberg, backhand pass out to Woolley. Woolley skating through center ice. That one comes tipped away off his stick, off his skate, and then back picked up by Boulder. Toto gets a hip or a knee, obviously no call on that one. But Boulder controls deep in Warriors territory, crunched up against the boards there by Egelseeder. In front, loose puck, kicked out to the point by Toto. That one clears the blue line, and Boulder's resetting at center. Weber back into the Warriors end. Around the net is Moore. Tipped by Toto, or tipped by Woolley to Toto. And here comes Ben Toto. Cutting back in through the center, takes a shot, rebound to Weber, and he scores. I'm gonna say where this play started, and it's the play that I hate the most. Woolley finally got that tip between his legs, got it to Toto. Powers his way through center, cuts in, gets a shot off the rebound, and Weber heading to the net hard. I couldn't have drawn it up better, and let's hope the momentum carries on here for the Warriors. Toto, Weebs, and Woolley staying out there for that one. Gruber and Benevelski now out on D. Fired in off the stick of Benevelski, so Gruber's got some chance. Off the boards. Woolley tips another one to Toto, and here they come. Weber and Toto, 2-on-1. Work their way in. Weber across to Toto. Shoots, and that one's saved by the Boulder goaltending. You know, they take it all back. Do that play all the time. It's worked twice in a row. Weber bodying his man off the boards, out to the point. Gruber trying to keep this one in. McGowan snaking his way in through. Salazar has it, coming off his hat trick game on Thursday, which we never got on video. I apologize in the biggest way to the Salazars. Benevelski all the way up. That one's past Salazar's reach, so it's going to be whistled down for icing. 13:42 left to go. First period action on the OTT Sports Network. We're live in Boulder, Colorado.
That's why Salazar's mom and grandma had their backs turned to you because they're mad about you.
Oh, they gave it to me. They gave it to me earlier. They're so disappointed in the OTT. I had to actually give them some stock for free. They're now shareholders.
How about t-shirts? We need to make some t-shirts.
We should make some t-shirts. I've got so many good things to put on t-shirts. Joey Kolchevsky going into the corner, back over to McGowan. He flips that one. McGowan off the boards, out to Salazar. He picks up on his backhand inside his own zone, flips that over to McGowan, who's racing through center ice. G Money gets a shot off, deflected through a couple of players. Reed Lard picking it up on the far side. Turned around by Boulder, coming out of the zone. Out to center, stolen away. Cannonberg powering his way down the left side. He's pushed off that puck, as that often doesn't happen. Cannonberg taking it back. He's knocked down in the corner. Boulder working their way out of their own end, tipped out of the zone by Lar. And now it's up to Kolchevsky in the corner. They shoot one in. Halat seeing some action as he puts a blocker down as the puck came into him, and now the Warriors trying to get it out of their own zone. Knocked down at the blue line. Coming out, Modeo taking his man down over to Foster. Sent out, Popovic chasing, and icing's going to be the call when Popovic can't get there in time. We're down to 12:27 left to go in the first period. It's a 1-0 game. Warriors on top. To the blue line, Modeo drop pass to Foster. Centering, that one was behind Popovic. No icing on the play as the Boulder team goes in, picking up behind their own net. Chased by Foster. And now Popovic back checking through center ice as they get that one across the red line and send it in. Halat gets a tap on it. Egel-Cedar back in his own corner, gets bumped against the puck. Or bumped against the board as he reached for the puck, past Modeo and into the Boulder zone. Big hit there. Big Rig throwing his weight around into the corner. Pass across in front. Modeo couldn't handle it. Drops it off for Egel-Cedar. Takes a shot. Blocker save there by the goaltender. In front. Loose puck. Picked back out by Boulder behind their own net. Foster getting that one center to Popovic. He's got some time and some room. Popovic spins at the blue line. Taking that on his backhand down the left wing. Into the corner for Foster. Drop back over for Popovic. They go back and forth. Pops ends up with it. Being pinched up against the boards there. A couple players from each team are looking like they're, I don't know what they were doing. Hugging up against the boards and didn't want to play that. They were tired.
It is cold outside. They wanted to kind of cozy up and just...
The sun's coming out. It was 18 degrees when we got here, but yeah. When Mother Nature comes into Colorado, it'd be 85 degrees one day and then 3 the next. There is some serious storms cutting across here, though. I know a lot of people are going to be without power. Stan Halat's going to retire after all the trees going down. Oh, past Egel-Cedar at the blue line. He's going to come all the way back. Halat kicks that one up the boards. Deacon Woolley sneaking back into his own end. Kicks it around his own net. Over to the far side, picked up by Boulder, knocked around to Toto. He gets that taken away. Toto fighting against 2 Boulder players. Egel-Cedar sneaking in to stick that one down. Woolley gets it out of the zone. Weber coming through center ice. To the far side, over to Moore. Off the boards, back in. Moore picking this up. He's inside his own blue line, has a little time. Feeds it across to his deep partner, Egel-Cedar. Woolley tries that backhand pass. It's tipped away. Moore steals it back at center ice, and Big Rig was powering his way across the blue line, keeps the puck inside, and then takes the man down again. Big Rig pushing his weight around today. He's had a couple of beauty rocks so far. Gruber. Glove down, Salazar in front. Back out, Haviland picks this one up, comes in, shooting in front, blocked off the skates. Haviland back in behind the net, fighting. Guy Haviland still has the puck, sending it back out to the point. Benevelski with the shot, back over to Haviland, kicking up the boards. Benevelski picking this one up at the point. Sasha Benevelski at the blue line, keeping that one in. Into the corner, Salazar looking for Gruber, who snuck in from the blue line. Behind the net, Haviland back tip over to Gruber, who's still in deep. McGowan covering him at the blue line, picks that puck up, shoots one in, looking for the tip, doesn't get it. Goalie makes a good save, and the puck bounces off behind the net. Back to Salazar. They just turn and fire that one down, and it goes wide. It's going to be an icing call against the Boulder squad. Great shift there with a lot of pressure.
Great shift. What a punishing hit by Big Rig. And boy, that'll be one for the highlight reel at the end of the season.
I can't wait to see our team put that together.
Yeah.
He's had 2 so far. He's just, I mean, once that momentum's built up, he's not knocking me or you down. He's not getting knocked down by me or you either. He's walking right over us.
I don't want to take a hit from that kid.
No. That and all the snaps he got in Minnesota, he's a absolute wheeler. Foster coming out of the corner on the backhand, feeding it through the slot. Nobody there. It comes over to the far side. Madeo kicking it back in on the backhand, taking away out to the blue line. Cannonberg into Foster, shoots one deflected high into the mesh. Out of play for another whistle, but the deflection will keep it in the Boulder zone. 8:55 left to go here in the first shot, 6-1, and the Warriors have the lead 1-0. The OTT Sports Network, Harry Haviland, Shooter McGowan live with you in Boulder, Colorado. Foster wins it to Madeo, skating around the net, looking to feed it out in front. The 2 kids at center ice, helmets tied together.
Were they French kissing? What were they doing there?
Oh, no, I won't make out with you.
Wow.
He's talking about Borfield, and all he wants to do is make out with me at the center ice dot. Cannonberg backhand in, past Foster, swung around. Boulder kicking it back to the other side, reversing, trying to get this one out of their own zone. They fire it far and wide, and it comes out. Kolcheski in his own end, turning back around. Joey with the pass up. The tip from Madeo is on the right side of the red line, so he gets sent in. Foster up against the boards, knocking that one down. Boulder picks it back up, centering pass to the blue line. Kolcheski firing one in. I want to say it was deflected, but I don't think it was. It was a rolling puck that got sent into the corner of the rink, and then Popovic's on the far side. Foster chasing, pressure all coming here from the Warriors. Been playing a lot of time here in the Boulder end. Madeo out of the corner, walks towards the net, takes it around. Madeo still hanging on. Weber coming off the bench, shot comes in, blocked in front. Weber shoots one over the net, back out to the blue line. Kolcheski, another shot in front, blocked in front, and then a rebound is saved by the goalie. Cannonberg tipping one into the corner, Woolley chasing after it. Past Cannonberg at the blue line. Kolcheski at center ice. Kolcheski drop pass over for Cannonberg, building up some speed, gets across the red line. He needs a change, so he sends that one in deep. Weber, Woolley, and Toto out there for your forwards and the Warriors. Past Egelceder, the speedy Boulder players racing into it. I don't think he wants anything to do with Moore. Moore gets his body in front of that one. Great play by him. Tipped out of the blue line by Weber, or Woolley, sorry, but then he knocks it right outside the zone. So they try and re-enter. It's out to Toto. To Woolley. Tipped by Woolley. Back to Toto. Back to center. And Weber gives it to Moore. Kick back into the zone. Egelceder off of his foot from a pass from Moore. Tries to get the right body positioning on the forechecker. And now Boulder putting some pressure on here in the Warriors' end. Pass comes across. Woolley missed it, but he's chasing after it at center ice. Taken away by Boulder. Back out to center. Woolley looking for the tip. Can't quite get it. Moore playing more physical hockey. Back to Toto. And in for Egelceder. 6:30 left to go here in the first period. Warriors trying to get out of their own zone. They can't dock down. Lara on the far side. Tipped into the zone. Egelceder. Backhand swung around. Haviland's trying to skate back into his own end to pick this one up. Over to the far side, Lar's gonna leave that one for Egelseeder, who kicks it up to Lar, feeds it outside the blue line, and then Boulder's pressuring them to try and keep it in. Boulder in their own end. Spinning back around, not a lot of, Haviland kicks that back up to himself. Backhand pass over, Lar was outside the zone, so he reverses back to Morris so they can set themselves up. Fired all the way around by Benevilski. McGowan going after it. Out to Lar, behind the net. Back the other way by Boulder. Lar's in control. Feeds it in front, just tipped away. Back checking in the offensive zone here. Lar down on his butt. Couldn't get it, but it's going to be an icing call as Boulder desperately sends that one out of their own zone. Shots 8-1, 5:27 left to go here in the first. The Warriors up 1-0. They're definitely in control of this game, Shooter, but they've got to get some goals. They got to get more shots towards the net.
You got to get shots, yeah. Not going to get a goal if you don't get a shot.
I believe it was Warren Buffett that said that originally. Haviland angling his man off the puck. Three guys coming in to contest him. Gruber joining the party in the corner. On the backside is Lar. Reed Lar coming out of the pile. Over to the backside, Benevilski, he's in deep. Gets tucked around, then that one's taken away by Boulder. Haviland chasing. Couldn't get a good clearing attempt there. The Warriors keep this puck in. McGowan flipping it towards the center of the ice. Haviland chasing over to the far side. Stolen away by Benevilski. Tap in front, looking for Gruber. It's taken away by Boulder, who has a player sneaking up in front, but they keep it wide, and Benevilski's back in his own end for it. He thought there was going to be an icing, and it's loose in front, taken away by Gruber. Gruber up the side, Haviland dishing to Popovic as he's going for a change. Pop's 1-on-5, he can't handle it. And that's nothing against him. They got fresh legs out there. Kannenberg over to the far side to Foster. Foster behind the net, back to Kannenberg. Hard ripper on the far side. Medeo's got some room. Medeo tips that one instead of picking it up. But they wave it, no icing. And then as they fall behind the net, Popovic with the opportunity. Pops, getting pushed around, drops that one back to Foster, kicks it to Popovic behind the net. Popovic taking the hit, still trying to keep onto this puck. He's got two Boulder players draped all over him, but comes out of the pile. Out to the blue line, Kannenberg one hands that one to the top of the slot. It's picked up by Boulder. And then back to Austin Medeo. He's got some room here. Medeo 1-on-2. He sneaks between them with the puck, gets a shot on net, then gets shoved up against the boards, and puck taken away by Boulder. Back to Medeo. Can't quite cut to the center. Boulder takes that away, and they work it across their own zone. Not out of the
nice
end.
job.
Kannenberg takes the puck away and then punishes the guy who tried to get it out of the zone. Slow to get up. Shot comes in. Kannenberg still in deep. Kannenberg taking another man out, trying to hold on to his stick. Behind the net, two players going down, no whistle on the play, still controlled by the Warriors. It's caught up in the sticks of Foster, or in the skates of Foster. To Medeo, kicked out. Medeo, Foster, with Boulder players, they get that one out. Weber takes a shot, and what a blast from the top of the circle.
Wow.
Luke Weebs with, is that his second goal? Did he get the first one?
I don't know. I don't know.
I can't remember. That was so long ago. But Weber with the blast beats the goalie from the top of the circle. The Warriors taking a 2-0 lead here. 2:52 left to go in the first. Stolen by Boulder. Stood up at the blue line. Out of the zone. Toto trying to work his way through. Ben Toto with some speed up the left wing. Ducks under a hit. Toto still has it. Turns, shoots. Looking short side. Goalie had his pad tucked quite tightly against that post. Makes the save. Moore with another shot in. Goaltender with the save. Shots 12-1 now. And a 2-0 lead for the Warriors. Toto, Woolley, Weber, Moore, and Egelseeder. Weber knocked down in the corner. Boulder around their own net. Pass up. Trying to get it through their zone. Warriors won't let him take it out. Pushing back in behind the net, forcing it up the far side. Eggleseder stepping in from the blue line. Protected out there by Woolley, who gets the puck come towards him. Woolley keeping that one in. Back over. Weber walking the line, coming across, drop pass over for Eggleseder. Shooting one in, a tip in front by Moore, who's in deep. That one gets blocked by the goaltender. It ends up back on Woolley's tape, back at the blue line. He shoots one, knocked down in front. Moore in deep again. Centering pass to Woolley. He turns, fires, blocks in front. Eggleseder, another shot blocked. 13 shots on net by the Warriors, and I think the shot attempts must be 42 by now.
Yeah.
As we wind our way down to the last minute and 32 seconds of the first period.
You know, kind of similar to the game that we played against the Rampage the other. They're not the Rampage. What are they called?
No, they're the Rebels now. The Monument Rebels.
Okay.
The Rampage are their AAA program.
Shots on goal were
46 to 8.
46 to 8, but as you and I discussed, I think it was in the 50-60 range. I don't think that they counted all of the shots that we had.
And when you're losing 6-0, I'd be padding those stats, being the parent behind there. Take all those shots you can. Your goaltender needs them. That goaltender did play pretty good. Oh, there's going to be a tripping call. Against the Warriors.
Tough, you know, but it is what it is.
Salazar is going to go to the bench, and the penalty killers are going to come out for the Warriors. They're going to be 4-on-3 for the next, or 4-on-3, 5-on-4 for the next minute and 18. Me, Popovic and Foster with Gruber and Benevelski. Rep pushes him back out of the circle. He's set to drop this one in the Warriors' end. Puck's won there by the Warriors. Benevelski has it, puts it off the glass and down. Not going to get the right angle off that stanchion that hits the goaltender, so it's going to be an icing call. Only clicking 9 seconds off of the clock, but those are precious seconds when we're talking about a penalty kill. That one's one back out. Boulder looking to set themselves up here on the power play. They center that pass in front, take the shot. It was deflected just high off to the side, back out to the blue line. Another shot coming in. It's right into Halot, and he makes the save. Halot seeing some action now on the penalty kill. Finally, a second shot coming in here from the Boulder Hockey Club. I don't know if anybody's ever been here, but these are like fold down theater seats in this rink. This is a great rink to watch hockey at as a fan.
It really is. The other side, not so much.
No, but on this one, and they got a great bar and restaurant up here. They got 9 golf simulators. You can overlook the basketball courts from the bar on the other side. Just a great setup. I know we were talking about it at the beginning of the game, but just want to reiterate that fact. Goes wide off the backside of the net. Gruber off the boards. Foster looking. He's with Weaver. Benevelski tipping that one out of the zone. They're going to call it ice. You can't call that ice.
No, he's got it.
Waved off last second there by the referee on the front of it. Tipped up to center ice. Boulder trying to work their way through. Lar missing on the hit. Back to Weaver. Out to center ice. Reed Lar gets a stick on that one. Sends it down. The buzzer sounds, but they're going to send a Boulder player to the box for that.
What was that? I didn't see it.
All right. It was a very, very weak call is what it was. Huh. Lar and him got tangled up there. Lar fell down, and they're going to call Boulder for a hook, I think. So that means we're going to start the second period, 4-on-4, 42 seconds of that action before the Warriors get themselves a minute and 18 of power play time.
So even though we didn't have the broadcast and people didn't have the opportunity to see it, one of the bright spots of the game on Thursday night was Joey Kolcheski marked his first goal of the season. It was awesome to see that. So congratulations to Joey.
He's been looking for that one. He's been working hard. I've loved Joey on the penalty kill.
Yeah.
He's been such an aggressive guy on the penalty kill. He finally got that first goal. Congrats to him. And not to take anything away from Joey, Finn Salazar had his first hat trick of the season down there as well. And that 6-0 victory, Finn was flying.
I will say that line has been playing really well together.
Yes. There's a lot of opportunities there. That line had, I think, 4 of the 6 goals.
Yeah.
And speaking of Joey Kolchevsky on the penalty kill, he's going to be out here to start this one. Him and Canterbury on D. Foster and Medeo. Is that Medeo? Is that McGowan? I can't tell.
On the draw?
It's Medeo. No, it's Medeo on the far side. That one's won on the draw by Foster. He's got Medeo going towards the front of the net. Foster takes a shot. That rebound came out. Medeo tied up by the man and couldn't get to it. Back out Joey Kolchevsky at center ice. Ooh, makes a pass there and then finally clears it out. 4-on-4 hockey. Canterbury behind his own net. Fires it up around the far side. Medeo tipping it clear of the blue line. Picked up by Boulder at center ice. Trying to knock that one away there was Foster. He gets spun around and Boulder comes across the red line, across the blue line, and then gets hammered down.
A nice target by Medeo.
Picked up, Foster. Feeding it across. Medeo was just behind him. He couldn't get a shot off. 5-on-4 now here for the Warriors. Set the length of the ice by Boulder, and it's going to be whistled down on the icing call. Now the Warriors, with 1:03 on the power play, have a chance to get themselves set up with an offensive zone draw. Trying to see where everybody's at today. It's a beautiful Saturday here. It might be a little chilly, but the sun's shining. I hope the sun's shining wherever you are, whether it be Panama, Tokyo, Australia, New Zealand, Antarctica, or Zimbabwe. The OTT Sports Network is here for you across the globe, and we appreciate you tuning in. Woolley back out to the blue line. Foster keeping that one in. Across to Canterbury. Walking around, he backhand passed that one over to Toto, who's got a line. Toto walking towards the front, takes a shot, and what a snipe by Ben Toto.
Snipe.
He saw that top corner. They let him walk in, and Ben Toto with the power play goal. Warriors up 3-0.
From the angle we're in, it looks like Scott Foster's the only fan that we have in this facility. That lone silhouette.
He's standing up cheering on his Warriors team. They finally figure it out. And Haviland's at center. He's got Willie on one side, Popovic on the other. That one was one forward. Haviland looking for the hit, tips this one back over. Gets it back over. Eagle-Sealer off the back boards, feeding it over to Moore. Hard up the boards and tipped out of the zone by the Warriors. Haviland chasing down on the forecheck, but the Boulder team controls. They send it for an icing. That one's going to be waved off his own. Moore goes behind his own net. High stick through center, coming across now. Weber shoots one off the post. Weeb's looking for his second or third. We don't know.
Yeah.
Haviland chasing around the far side. Owen Moore stepping in from the blue line, keeping this one in. Big Rig powering his way through the back of the net. Tipped away by Haviland. Popovic now with the puck around the far side. Riggsy in deep. Behind the net. Haviland chasing. Boulder trying to get this out of their zone and finally do. Taken away by Weber at center. Flipped across the far side. The penalty's over. Taken by Haviland, who backhands that one in off the backboards. Eagle-Sealer chasing deep on the forecheck. 5-on-5. Warriors with the lead. 11:29 left to go here in the second period. Stick lift attempt there by Weber. Doesn't get picked up. Forcing the Boulder player to knock it deep into Warriors territory. Picked back up by Eagle-Sealer. He's skating around his own net. He backhands that one out. Nobody there to pick that up. So that means the Boulder has it inside their own zone. Pass out to center ice. McGowan taking that one away. Graham just tapped that one a little bit in front of him, and he couldn't get to it before the Boulder player made it to the puck. Now chasing down. Good hustle there, man, right in front of the net, but Benevelski doing a good job pinching that one up against the boards until he gets some help with it. Gruber's with him. Nobody in front of the net that's wearing a white jersey, so that's a good sign for the Warriors. Salazar on the far side tips that one, but doesn't clear it out. Back over. Gruber to McGowan. McGowan out of the zone. Second attempt, still not clear. Salazar now chasing the far side. Lar waiting to the blue line for it. That one goes behind the net around the far side. Lar's going to pick it up on the boards. Firing that one all the way down the ice, and that's going to be an icing call against the Warriors. They're going to make a line change here, and with a 15-2 shot total, there's a 3-0 lead and 10:18 left to go in the second period. Harry Haviland and Shooter McGowan still here with you live in Boulder, Colorado. It's the OTT Sports Network. Kolcheski off the far boards, up to Medeo. He's looking to get that to pop, can't feed it hard enough through. It's intercepted. Now Kolcheski and Kandenberg are back in their own end. Joe chasing him down into the corner. They tangle up behind. Boulder still has it behind the net, off the backboards. Kicked around by Kandenberg. Out to the blue line. Medeo can't walk through. And Boulder keeping this one in. Spun around, Kandenberg falling. Boulder controlling this one in the Warriors' end. Kolcheski after it. That one's off the shin pad of Popovic. He's trying to backhand that one around, but it's picked up by Boulder and then shoveled through by Kandenberg. Trying to get that out as Kolcheski finally finds its way to center ice, and Popovic has Medeo going to the net. Popovic trying to feed Medeo, who's streaking in. That one's back out to the point, kept in by Kolcheski. Foster shoots one in front. Moore wrapping that one around. Coming out here is Boulder, passing through center, taken away by Moore, fed back out to center ice. Foster hammers that one down. He's looking for a change and some new players coming out. It's going to be Toto with Weber. Medeo's still out there with him as Toto walks through into center ice. Toto still has it. He gets tripped down in front. How is that not a call? I don't know. I'm not yelling for it, but right in front of the ref, the stick was wrapped up in Toto's legs as he was diving and still made the play. Toto Weebs and Woolley. Off the glass by Boulder, a weird bounce. They managed to pick this one back up. Centering pass stolen away by Woolley, gets taken right back away from him. Can't knock that one down at center. And a 2-on-1 opportunity. Boulder coming in. Good stick work there by Woolley. Unable to get the shot off his Boulder, but then they pick it back up at the blue line. They hold it right in, blocked in front by Moore and taken away by Eggleseder. Eggy off the boards, Weebs with that tip. Luckily, it gets outside the zone. Now Boulder has to reset, so Moore gets that one picked up. Woolley off there. Now it's a 3-on-0 if they hustle. Toto coming in down the left side. Toto's got a couple guys in front. To Weaver, and just misses that one. Good attempt pass there by Toto. In front, Woolley gets a shot off, sends that one wide of the net. Boulder now flipping that one in deep. They got a tip on it, but it's still going to be. You can't tip it on the wrong side of the red line and still call an ice or wave off icing. But hey, refs have to learn somewhere too. Toto does get across the right side of the red line. Now Salazar goes in to pick up the puck that he flipped in. Moore off the backboard. Salazar over to the far side. He's out there now with Haviland and McGowan. Haviland fighting for it, comes out of the corner with it. Haviland can't stick handle around the player. Manages to knock him into the boards. He takes another hit, but the puck's still loose in behind the Boulder net. The Horsemen come out with it, but not past the blue line as Riggs. He puts his big body up against the glass to hold that one in. Boulder stolen away by Haviland. He goes into the corner. Backhand pass comes out to the blue line. Kept it Gruber with that shot, blocked in front. Haviland knocks it down. Couldn't get the second attempt off, but Gruber still has the puck. Grubes in deep. Tipping in front for Salazar. The puck is under a leg, but not the goaltender's leg. So now the Boulder players have a chance to get it out. Tipped away by Haviland there. The Boulder gets it back and is forced to just knock that one in deep. Warriors with an opportunity here as Boulder's changing up and Benevelski's racing out of his own end. Sasha Benevelski across the red line, dumping that one down in hard. Goes around the far side. McGowan's chasing after it. Back over to Benevelski. He's still in behind the goal line, fighting for this puck with a few Boulder players. The Boulder team gets it, and then they reverse it over to the far side. Gruber in off the blue line, keeping this one in. Grubes gets his stick lifted. Haviland trying to keep it in, but then it squirts out to center ice. And Medeo's got some speed coming across the blue line. Austin Medeo down the right wing into the corner, fighting his way through. Medeo still with this puck, back out to the blue line. Canterbury rips one, and the goaltender's right there to hang on with 3. Warriors looking for a rebound. 5:49 left to go here in the second period. 3-0 lead for the Warriors, 16-2 shots on net. I still think we need more shots, Shooter.
Well, yeah, I mean,
the amount of time we're playing in this zone.
Especially compared to what we had on Thursday night. I mean, it's night and day. And yet our time of possession is significantly different in this game. I mean, we've had the puck the entire time.
Mm-hmm. Kolchevsky steps in off that face-off win, knocking it deep into Boulder area. Popovic can't quite find it in the corner. Boulder picks this one up.
Play with a little music here.
Keep the music going. This is Whitetown. Want to be your woman.
Yeah?
Not too many people would pick up on that. I'm telling you right now.
That's like one of those songs, yeah, everybody's heard it. Everybody maybe knows it, but nobody knows
But not everybody's
it.
been a DJ in the 90s.
Well, that's true.
Harry Haviland used to DJ. Dr. Havy is what the term was. Just on side, no.
Oh, Dale.
I thought he got a leg across. The refs whistled that one down. Dexter's Pub, the High Arrow, some Castlegar, British Columbia stuff. Dr. Havy up in the booth. Maybe that's where I got my microphone skills from.
I think so.
And I'm loosely using the term skills here, folks.
Do we have a penalty?
How did we get a penalty? No, we're 5-on-4. Did we get
There's nothing on the board, but
But it must have. Did we get a 2 and 10?
who is that in there? Is that Salazar or Gruber?
I admit I must have missed something.
Yeah.
We got a player sitting in the penalty box. We're still playing 5-on-5 hockey. We'll have to ask somebody here in the intermission what we missed. In-hand backhand shot there by Toto, blocked away by the goalie.
Either Gruber or Eagle Cedar. I can't tell.
Welcome to my world
Yeah,
for
I
the
know.
entire season. It's not Eggleseder because he's chasing this man back
Right,
into
it's
his own
Gruber.
zone. Scott, what happened? Is he in the? Who's in the box? I know, but his helmet's broken, so he's. Oh, Boulder gets a shot in the goal. I wasn't paying attention to what happened there. Boulder takes a shot and scores, but just figured out his helmet's broken, so he has to sit in there while the equipment staff for the Warriors takes care of that problem. And David McGowan over there in the box has his helmet, brought it back over, and they're working on it in the equipment room. Lars Salazar and McGowan out there now. Back over, Benevelski in his own end. Pass up, Cannonberg. Feeds it to Lar. Reed Lar coming across the blue line. They stay on side, gets it to McGowan, tip in front. And Salazar couldn't quite get the backhand off as he was tight in the crease. 3:38 left to go. It's a 3-1 hockey game. Cannonberg back in his own end. Icing waved off. He picks this one up, knocks it off the boards. McGowan couldn't tip that one over, but he's still fighting for the puck against the boards. McGowan has it. Pushing and shoving, trying to stay out of the penalty box is Graham McGowan. Offside call. Offside? Nope.
Oh, he is going.
He is going to the penalty box. It's going to be a roughing
jinxed it.
call. Is it him?
I think so. I don't know
Yep,
what for.
it is him.
But
Going
what
to
was
the
that
penalty.
for?
Rough or cross check, he says. That's
I did
another
not
weak
see
call.
that. That's terrible. Come on.
Let the boys play hockey up against the boards. I
That's
mean,
awful.
you should be able to push and shove a little bit at this level. But not like we haven't said that before. Speaking of things I've said before, hey, Halot, where's our drink refill? Shorthanded. That one goes past Foster. It's sent all the way down the ice. That's not going to be an icing call. They're going to pick this one up on the short side of the goal line. Boulder winding up behind their own end. Making a bounce pass across through center ice. It gets tipped to Moore. He backhands that one over, and now Devin Foster working his way in. Foster shoots off the post. They heard that ring all the way in Zimbabwe. Off the boards, stolen away there by Egelceder. He steps into the right zone to fire that one down, and it's in the Boulder end with Popovic chasing it down. Boulder around the far side. Foster looking at him. They eye it up, and outside the blue line come the Boulder Hockey Club. Picked up by Moore at center ice. Backhanded in. Popovic fed that a little ahead of Foster. Back in front. Pops couldn't get his stick on it for the tip. Now they're looking to get back. Pops back skating through center ice. Toto jumping into the penalty kill with another 49 seconds left to go on that one for the Warriors. Pad save there by Halot. Trying to wrap that one around. Knocked down in behind the net by Moore. Takes his man into the boards again, but they get it back out to the blue line. Cross ice pass. Shot comes in. Halot's just going to hang on to that one. 1:47 left to go in the second period. The Warriors backpedaling, but they are shorthanded. The Boulder team just got their 5th shot on net compared to the 17 on the tally for your Warriors. It's still a 3-1 hockey game. That one won by Boulder. Back out to the blue line. Shot comes in, sent wide of the net. Pushed to the side of Egelceder over to the corner. Gruber back over to Benevelski. He's going to put that off the boards. Woolley can't get to it. It's kept in the blue line. Behind the net, Gruber getting pinched up. Toto over to the far side. Trying to reverse that one back. He gets it to Gruber behind the net. Gruber can't get this one out of his own zone. He's still fighting for it. Kept into the blue line again, but then knocked down by Woolley on the attempt to keep that in. Weaver off the bench furiously as the penalty expires, forcing Boulder into the icing call. And the Warriors now have an opportunity on the offensive zone with 1:08 left to go. Toto, Weaver, and Woolley out there. Kannenberg and Kolchevsky on the point. Offensive zone draw here with a little over a minute left to play in the second period. Toto knocking his man, or Weaver, sorry, knocking his man off the puck. Able to keep that one in. The Warriors, Toto fighting against the bar boards for it.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Really?
No.
Come on.
Let him play hockey. Two players shoulder each other into, as they're both going for the puck, they both shouldered each other, and Toto's going to get a penalty for it? That's absolute garbage, if you ask me.
Yeah, it is.
That's horrible. Nobody asked me, but I'm going to give you my opinion anyway. Now the Warriors killing one off. Foster out there with Pops. Kolchevsky and Kannenberg still holding the blue line, but they're in their defensive zone here as it comes around. Picked back up by Boulder. Trying to center that pass. It's stolen away. Popovic racing to the far side for it. Manages to clear across the blue line. Tips that one down. They wave off icing. That should be an icing call too. I don't get it.
It's unbelievable.
Oh, Popovic.
They're going to call
the
that.
man, Foster short-handed shoots. Big save there by Boulder. Kannenberg couldn't control it. Kolchevsky back in his own end. He's got a guy chasing after him. Kolchevsky with the tip pass over and stolen away. Centering pass. Oh, good job by Foster getting back on that one. Boulder with another chance in front. 10 seconds winding off this clock. The Warriors trying just to hang on as they're shorthanded.
There's a penalty.
And there's another penalty coming here. That one's got to be against Boulder.
Hank does not like that one. Doing a little bit of jaw in there.
Hank's not getting the penalty. No.
Oh, no. Hank was defending himself with his mouth.
But I believe he took that guy's number as he skated to the box.
No, he's eyeing him down. There's no question.
There's another gear I'd like to say. I'm not critical of players of anything, but the way Hank was playing on Thursday, if he was playing like that today, these Warriors would have another 4 goals. He was fired up. He was all over the ice. He had a great tournament up. I'm not knocking any players on this broadcast. I never will, but I know he's got another level that he'd love to get to today.
You knocked Scott Foster a lot, so.
Well, he's not a player. Foster with the shot. Kannenberg fires one loose in front, and no goal as the buzzer sounds. They're not going to give it to Medeo, and we wind down the final second of that second period and keep it a 3-1 hockey game. 14 minutes go up. 14. Yes. On Thursday it was 16-minute periods. I didn't realize we're playing 14s now.
Yeah, I did not notice that.
Hey, Stan. Yeah. We're both like, we can't even talk anymore. Our mouths are so dry.
What are we drinking? Just the Diet Coke?
Diet Coke, only the bloody version.
Are you drinking bloody? Yeah. A bloody.
And my, man, our production team's not on top of it today.
But it's nice to have them nevertheless.
It is. It is. We're here for the fans across the globe who are hanging with us. Our next game will be tomorrow at 3:30 in the afternoon. We are playing, who are we playing tomorrow?
Colorado Springs.
Oh, Colorado
It's a
Springs.
big game.
That is a big game. That's a huge game to work in the standings here as we're coming down here into the final couple of months of
five games or so.
Yeah. Trying to figure out the standings. It's going to be working our way into the state tournament. Colorado Springs will be a big one. Yeah. I know there might be some foosball on your TV tomorrow, but you got to be hanging out with the OTT as we'll be live at South Sub at 3:30 tomorrow afternoon.
Bobby don't play no foosball.
Mama says Aggies are so harmy because they ain't got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
Mama says, Scott Foster, sit down.
No, Kuno Sanders, you're wrong. I'm going to go to the net, but they don't listen to the guys up in the stands. And it's Kannenberg feeding that one out to Foster. It's tipped back into the control of the Boulder squad. 4-on-4 hockey pushing away for the next 30 seconds, and the Warriors will see another power play opportunity.
Whoa.
Fighting up against the Boulder bench here for it. A couple players from each team trying to sneak it away. Boulder gets it. They get it over to the far side, pass it back down the, and then a reverse. Backhand pass out through center. They tip that one deep into Warriors territory. Coming in for it is Kannenberg. Hard pass out, looking for Medeo. Austin picking this one up, just walking inside the blue line, gets bunched up against the glass. And then the Warriors control it. A big body for the Boulder team, coming in. Trying to push him off is Gruber, or Egelseeder. Having troubles with it. They get that puck to center, and Benevelski out to Medeo. Tip pass over to Bully. He's got a one-on-one opportunity now to pass over to Toto. Ben Toto in front, shot into the goaltender, making the save as he was in tight. Toto still looking for that rebound. Out to the blue line. Eggie keeping it in. Fires in front.
Oh!
Woolley looking for the tip. He missed it, but I think that faked the goaltender out.
Yeah, it did.
Another pad save there by the Boulder goaltender as their penalty comes to an end here. Now we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Boulder trying to pass this one out. They send a deep one, waving icing off as there's no way it's going to be an icing. Back to Benevelski. Out to Woolley. Pass out to center. Toto tips that one. Weber chasing after it. Egelseeder keeping it at the blue line. Coming off the bench, Salazar trying to pick that one up. He couldn't quite get to it. Weber off the boards, fired in for Salazar. He's in behind the net. Then Salazar working his way to the front. Couldn't hang on to the puck. Take it away at the blue line by McGowan. Pass up to Benevelski. He's in deep. Sasha working his way through the corner. Centering pass picked off there, but McGowan's going to keep it in at the blue line. Firing that one off the boards. No, couldn't quite keep it in. It took a couple attempts, but Boulder finally gets that one out, knocks it into the zone. Halat leaves it there for McGowan. McGowan up the boards. A weird bounce there. Haviland couldn't quite get to it. It was tipped, so they're going to call icing off. Now chased down by Salazar and Haviland into Boulder end. Back out, McGowan shoots, sends that one wide. Salazar firing on all cylinders, going after it. He takes a cross check, and then Boulder ends up with that puck. Salazar contests him up against the far boards. Back over to the blue line. Shot coming in from Kolcheski, just ahead of McGowan. The deflection, he fires around the far side. Kolcheski raising for it, keeping it at the blue line. Tip back in. Centering back over. Thank you, sir. The wait staff here at the sports table is amazing. It took them 3 periods, but they finally brought us a drink. Good work here by Boulder, trying to cut out. There was Haviland. He was taken down. Boulder now walking their way across their own blue line, pass over to the far side. Up against Kolcheski, they check up at center. Kolcheski still gets a stick on that, and they're whistling Joey out for a penalty? No, that's going to be again. Graham and, it's going to be coincidental. They're giving him five and they just gave him 5-minute majors.
For what?
Both players.
For what?
I don't know, but the two of them must have been jawing at each other and hacking all the way up the ice.
Let them play the damn game.
We're going to stay 5-on-5, but Graham and his counterpart wearing a white jersey are both going to sit in the box for the next 5 minutes. That's almost 50% of the remainder of the game.
Yeah.
Look at this math guy go, Shooter.
You've obviously gone back to school to prove to Dad that you're not a fool.
I had my boots tied tight, my lunch kit packed. Everything was just rolling. Foster across the blue line, can't get a good shot off. Popovic in front, back out to the far side. Kept in there by Medeo. Foster, stick lift attempt doesn't work, and Boulder comes through center. They can't make the pass, and Benevelski has it. Across the center line, and Benevelski firing that one in deep. In front, Foster shots the second time, and a goaltender save. Looking for Pop in front, can't get the pass over to him. Another pass picked off there. Benevelski finds a way to fire one. It's off a stick and wide into the far side. Haviland tipping that one back in. Foster shoots, off the glass. Gale, Foster. Back out, Gruber. I think I said Haviland, I meant Gruber on that last one. 8, 9, 6, 7.
You don't know your own kid?
Not really.
Oh, come on! Oh, that was dirty.
Boulder's getting a penalty for that one, for show.
Then he patted him on the head afterwards.
The ref did?
No, the player did.
Oh.
The Boulder player. Was it Woolley? Who was it who got hit?
I didn't see who was down. It wasn't Woolley. Woolley's just jumping over the bench now for the power play with Medeo, and
I think they're giving a 2 and a 10 on that.
They did give it 2 and 10 for that as 2 players go to the box. You know what, though? I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because we can't hear it. It might have been a pat on the head and say, hey, man,
hey, I'm
sorry. Sorry about that.
Good boy. Sit, Ubu.
I'm not going to lie. I've done that in the past. When I know I've made a bad play, I'm like, hey, are you okay? And that's just when I tripped at center ice last week at Men's League. I knocked a guy over, and he smashed his face against the ice.
That was a clean hit. That was just wrong.
So now Foster's going to the bench. You got to be able to play hockey, boys. Devin Foster's asking the ref, what do I got to do here to make a hit? but he's going to the box. And this one's going to be 4-on-4 with the face-off in the Warriors zone. 8:46 left to go in the third. The Warriors only leading 3-1, even though they're 22-5 up in shots. Flipped up through center. He had Woolley on the far side. Cannonberg just clearing that one out of the zone. Egelseeder chasing after, trying to keep this one in. They get tied up, leaving it back over. Woolley can't get the pass through. It's knocked back out to center ice. Boulder picks it up. Toto stealing it away at center ice. Ben Toto winding his way up. Toto back behind the net. Drop pass back over for Cannonberg. They're 4-on-4. Pass up to Egelseeder. Back to Cannonberg. They got two players way up at center ice here. Pass over to Woolley, and he's got a 2-on-1 opportunity with Egelseeder coming up. Eggy's got the puck. Shoots and a blocker. Saved by the goalie. Boulder controlling, looking for that long lead pass. It's going to go wide of the net. That's going to be an icing call. And a couple of the players come out of the box for their 5-minute majors. That could have been 5-minute majors. That was at 10:05. We're now at 7:55. What are major penalties these days?
Well, it had to have been a 2-minute penalty there. They were just offsetting.
I just thought I saw him give the 5. I
think you were saying 5-on-5.
Oh, 5-on-5. Harry, pay attention. Benabelski keeping this one into the Boulder end. Boulder coming out, 1-on-3, working his way down, taking this one right. Stolen away, Gruber up, couldn't get it through the zone. It's into the chest of Halat. And he's just gonna hang on to that one. 4-on-4 will ensue for the next 39 seconds, and another brief power play. Only 9 seconds of power play, but maybe they'll be in the right position to take advantage. 7:34 left to go here on the third period clock. Gruber behind his own net. Saw Medeo, but there was a man on him, so Gruber's going to take this one through center ice. Desi Gruber still has the puck. Gets knocked off of that one as he walks into the corner with it. Pops with a big hit going into the corner, still controlled by Boulder. Off the boards by Boulder around the far side. High stick knocked down, no call on that one, and they're going to make it an offside call. Just outside the Boulder end, 4-on-4 still. Toto and Weaver out there with Moore and Egelseeder. Toto getting that one back. Weaver missing on the bouncing puck. It went over his stick, but he back checks efficiently, getting this back into his own end. Egelseeder around the boards. Toto looking for it, taken away there by Boulder. Back in Egelseeder. Backhand around the net. Moore picks it up. Weber tipping this one out of the zone. Woolley is out there for the brief power play, but now it's back to 5-on-5. Both teams have the penalty boxes empty, except for the one man who's serving his 10 minutes. And that would be on the Boulder side. Over to Egelseeder. Shot comes in, deflected down, knocked wide of the net. Boulder chasing after it. Moore to Weber. Shot comes in. Weber gets a look at it. Doesn't get a shot off. Weaves over to the far side. Egelseeder keeping this one into the corner. Stick lift by Toto. Allows him to keep the puck on his tape. And notice I'm not saying the word rubber as much. I was told that I called the puck rubber too much. So you know what? I'm not going to do that anymore. Moore with the rubber on his tape as he gets that one deep into the corner. Centering pass picked off there by Boulder. Going after it, Toto with the poke check. Can't get it out. It goes past Eggy on the far side. And they're going to recheck this one. Egelseeder misses, has it lost in his skates. Does a little pirouette as he's trying up for the ice capades. And then he gets it up to Lahr, who sends it deep into the zone. Lahr chasing after it. Out to the blue line. Salazar picking this one up inside, right by the Boulder bench as he gets knocked down. Chasing across is Cannonberg tipping that up. Reed Lahr coming through center ice. They got a 3-on-2 opportunity if they hustle. Staying on side was Salazar. Lahr just lost that puck in the corner. Salazar angling his man off of that one. Couldn't get out to Haviland, who's at the dot looking for it. Now he steps in, trying to take this puck away. Haviland working his man up against the corner. Good job there as he takes the puck away. Still on his backside, 2 players all over him, and then comes out to Salazar. He's looking to feed it out to Kolchevsky. Can't get it to him. Boulder reversed it in the far side. Canterbury stepping in from the blue line. Back out to Kolchevsky. Shoots one in. It's deflected high in front. Haviland on his backhand. Tip in front, and Salazar looking for it. He was tangled up with a man from Boulder. Boulder sending that one all the way down. They wave off icing. Canterbury picking this one up with some time. Gets it up to Haviland. He's at center. Haviland's got 5 guys going. They tip it across. Popovic coming across the off the bench, down the right side. Canterbury in deep. Around the far side. Kolchevsky keeping that one in. Skating over for it. Flipped up out of the zone. All the way back down. Canterbury up to McDale, to Foster. He stick handles his way through. 1 guy through 2. Foster now into the corner. Still controlling this puck. Devin Foster with 3:51 left to go in the third. Centering pass to Popovic. He misses on it. Back out to Gruber at the blue line. Gruber takes this one in deep behind the net. Back out. Benevelski shoots a weak one in. Foster looking for a rebound in front. Taken away back by Gruber. Centering pass. Bounces into Popovic's stick. He couldn't get a clean shot off. But Foster's still in behind the net. Spun around the far side. Gruber stepping in. That one's going to be kicked all the way down the ice here. And it's going to be whistled down for an icing call. With 3:20 left to go, we're going back down into Boulder territory for an offensive zone draw. Your Warriors up 3-1.
Speaking of Popovic, no Mark Popovic on the bench today. I'm guessing he is bucket skating the Avalanche after that abysmal performance last night.
I heard there's no pucks to be seen within a 10-mile radius of their practice facility at Family Sport. Moore turning that one back out to center. Weber had Woolley up ahead of him, couldn't get it to him. Kicked in, Engelceder chasing. Good job by Toto, angling the guy out of position. Off the boards to Woolley. Shot comes in. Halot's going to leave that one go wide. Engelceder kicking her over to the far side to Moore. Moore to Woolley with a one-touch pass where he had some room to skate with it. Feeds it back over to Boulder. Picked off Woolley to center. Now he's chasing it. Boulder gets it across the red line, knocked in deep to Warriors' end. Behind the net, Moore with a hard shot up off the boards, blocked down. And Engelceder's going to the far side. 2:29 left to go. Boulder's still pressing here. It's a 2-goal hockey game. Standing up to him was Toto. Engelceder behind the net, trying to get this one over to Moore. There's Woolley going up deep, and a good tap there by Weber as he was coming in, but a little bit too much heat on that one, and the goalie hangs on the Boulder end. Shots on net, 25-6, 3-1 lead here for the Warriors. 2:13 left to go in the third. OTT Sports Network live with you in Boulder, Colorado. And we'll be back down at South Sub tomorrow. You know if you can't make it to the rink, you'll tune right in and we'll be here with you. Aunt Edna, we have been thinking about you. Hopefully you're enjoying your weekend as well.
Oh, I'm sure she is. She lives life to the fullest.
In for McGowan, trying to dump that one back out. It goes between the 2 defenders. Canterbury back into his own end. Canterbury hard off the boards. Mishandles on that pass. And Haviland trying to take that one away. Boulder gets back on side, dumping it back for Kolchevsky in his own end. Rimmed around the boards. Couldn't get it all the way to Lar. Haviland intercepting that one, and it's taken away by Canterbury. Henry Canterbury makes that pass across to McGowan, working his way up the left side. Graham knocked off his stick. He's still fighting for it at the blue line, kicking that one in deep. Reed Lar. Kept in by Canterbury. Back over to Lar. Haviland going towards the front of the net. McGowan has that taken away from him. Now it's one-on-one against Gruber. Canterbury on the back check. He gets to that one, takes it away, puts his man up against the boards. McGowan with the stick gets it over to Gruber. Grubes flipping that one through center. Good job picked up by Haviland. He powers his way through. Haviland still trying to get that one. Drop pass over to Foster. Gets it to Popovic. He rips one just 8.5 feet wide on the left side. Trying to keep that one in was Benevelski coming out of the zone. Final 44 seconds left to go in this game. And a 3-1 hockey game that I feel could have been a little bit a bigger spread here, Shooter.
Could have, should have, yeah.
They've got their goalie pulled here. And the Warriors still trying to get into the offensive.
I don't know that that was offside.
It's a weak offside call, but trying to tuck one into the empty net. They're going to wave that one back. 19.9 left to go. Total Wooly Weaver, Gruber, and Benevelski. Toto passed that one over to Benevelski. Just fires it in. Got the goalie back in net. 12 seconds left to go. Wooly in on the forecheck, trying to take that one away. Knocks it past. Wooly now has it back on his blade. Pass back out to Gruber. Shot into the corner, and we're going to end this one at a 3-1 hockey game as the buzzer sounds to signal the end. 25-7 shots on net. And the Warriors skate into tomorrow's game on a 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Absolutely.
It's the right momentum. We got to find a way to play a little bit better than what we did today. But,
We play like this against the Springs tomorrow, they're going to knock the crap out of you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I mean, we got to find a way to get shots off and hit the net.
Yeah.
So.
But it has been fun. The rest of your Saturday is yours. We appreciate you tuning into the OTT Sports Network. We are in Boulder, and tomorrow we'll be back down at South Sub just at the end of the Broncos game, so tune into both. Shooter McGowan on my side. I'm Harry Haviland on behalf of the OTT everywhere. We appreciate you, and we're signing out.